This tutorial will help you learn how to use transitional words and phrases. What are transitions? They are words and phrases that show how two ideas are connected. Using transitions will help readers follow your ideas better. You can use transitions within or between paragraphs. Just be careful not to overuse them. You don't need a transition in every sentence. This tutorial will show you several different types of transitions that you can use. You might want a transition that will add or compare an idea. You would use words or phrases like along the same lines, further, in addition, or moreover. Let's look at the sample sentence. I plan to spend 3 hours studying for my statistics final. In addition, I will go over problems I got wrong on the last test. You may want a transition that will allow you to illustrate, explain, or give examples. In that case, use words or phrases like for example, for instance, in fact, or such as. Let's look at the sample. You've done great work this semester. In particular, you wrote a fabulous essay for English 101. You may want a transition that will contrast an idea or introduce an opposing point. In that case, you have many choices. You could use words and phrases like although, despite, however, on the other hand, or whereas. Let's look at the example. Some people continue to smoke despite the fact that they are aware of the dangers to their health. You might want a transition that excludes an idea. In that case, use words or phrases like apart from, instead, or ruling out. Let's look at the sample. Carol no longer eats meat. Rather, she prefers tofu, lentils, and pasta. If you want a transition to emphasize an idea, use words or phrases like above all, especially, or particularly. Here's the example. The employees provide excellent customer service. In fact, no one has complained about a single employee for 3 months. You might also want a transition to indicate a conditional or logical relationship. In that case, use phrases and words like as long as, if then, or whether. Here's the example. I will go to Vegas this weekend as long as I finish my lab report first. You may want a transition that shows a result or a cause. In that case, you can use accordingly, because, for this reason, or hence. Let's take a look at the example. I ate nothing but fast food all week and got very sick. As a result, I learned I need to eat healthier meals. If you want a transition that elaborates or restates an idea, use these. Actually, in short, that is, or ultimately. Let's take a look at the example. My professor has marked apostrophe errors on my paper all semester long. Ultimately, it's time for me to review apostrophe rules. If you want a transition that concludes or summarizes an idea, try using one of these. Actually, consequently, of course, or to summarize. Let's look at the example. Thus, after examining all the evidence, we can see that traffic laws should be revised to improve efficiency. Do you still need help? Visit the Learning Center at College of the Canyons. You can meet with a tutor to discuss ways you can use transitions in your assignments. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.